Hey everybody. Hey everybody, this is AlchemistiD, and this is not Rise of the Redshirt. This is what we're once again on Tribble, and so right now, going on right now, and I'm going to try and get this up tonight, so I can give people at least some time to get these rewards. Right now on Tribble, they're having a Tribble test weekend, and now the big thing about the Tribble test weekends is not only do they come with little goodies that you get for playing on Tribble that weekend and fulfilling certain criteria, which I'll tell you, but a Tribble test weekend also means that the final push to holodeck for a new volume of game content is close at hand. Usually it's 1 to 2 weeks after the Tribble test weekend that the content goes live. So that makes this and this is an especially big weekend because the fleet system is what's being tested. This huge fleet system that we've all been getting ready for. It's coming to holodeck soon, and there's a ton of new stuff to do as well besides work on your fleet and get your pretty Starbase and get your pretty fleet ships, which we'll take a look at the end of this episode, and the pretty new ship material that comes with them that kind of isn't very pretty, but I'll go over that too. But I think we're going to start this. I'm actually showing you one of the new things that are on Tribble right now, and that's if you look at my waist, you'll notice I got a phaser holstered there now. Yeah, one of the new things on Tribble is your weapons will now show up whenever they are not in use. It's called weapon holstering, although if it's a rifle, the correct term would be slung. But it's both cool and not cool. Somebody just sent me a message. Oh, Mveculous is on Tribble too. Oh, cool, Mveculous is on. So Mveculous is also a part of my fleet, as I do videos chronicling the development of the fleet Starbase. You're probably going to be seeing him every once in a while. Probably going to be doing stuff like playing Starbase dailies and what have you. So let's see. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tell him that I'm recording right now. I'm recording for and if you want in. And if you want in, it's like, hi, I'm recording for YouTube at the moment. If you want in, I'm going to, and if he wants in, I'll send him a bridge invitation. So, yeah. But anyways, the weapon holstering, it's something that is new to the game, and although I don't like how it looks when you have a rifle sort of just super glued to your back, I really do like how the phaser pistol looks strapped to you. And I like the default phaser pistol appearance as well. Cryptic, I don't like I think I have a super, do I have a super advanced phaser pistol? No, I don't. But the super phaser pistol that you get at the higher ranks doesn't really look like a phaser pistol at all. It looks more like a marital aid. I like this phaser. I like the standard issue Type 2 phaser because that looks more canon to me. That looks really cool because like all the time in Deep Space Nine, you saw them walking around, even if they were just walking around their ship, they had a phaser strapped to their waist. So I like that. I like being able to do that. Cryptic though. Cryptic. Somebody can tweak this to a cryptic dev. Somebody can say this to them. This is not a secret at all. Cryptic. If you ever do a Starfleet security equipment set, for the love of God, make a Type 2 phaser pistol part of it. A Type 2 phaser pistol that's as usable as Vice Admiral as the Mako phaser battle rifle is. Many people will love you forever. Starfleet security set, Type 2 phaser pistol, and make the Type 2 phaser pistol look standard issue. I want a standard issue phaser. I don't want like the big club with like the blue things hanging off. Just like a standard phaser pistol. Just what's right there, you know, just like a standard issue phaser pistol as part of a like Starfleet security equipment set, like somewhere down the line. Like, this year, next year, whatever. If it ever happens, please, a kick-ass Type 2 phaser. Because I don't want a battle rifle. I don't want the Mako rifle. I mean, the Mako rifle's a cool weapon, but it's not what I want. I don't want a Mako rifle. I don't want a Polaron Pulse Wave. I don't want a goofy-looking anti-proton weapon, because the anti-proton weapons look really hella goofy, and they always have. I don't want any of those. I want a phaser. You know, it's like when people played like Knights of the Old Republic. They wanted a lightsaber. I want a phaser. That is the iconic Trek weapon. I want a phaser that's good. So, yeah, that's my whinging. So, before we get started with the Tholian ground stuff, I'm still waiting to hear back from Mveculous if he wants in. I didn't know he'd patch Tribble. That's like a 10 gig patch. Like, it's more than 10 gigs. Like, God, it's a huge patch now. But one of the new things that is going to holodeck is the ability to access your account bank from your ready room. This is a pretty big step. I don't have anything in it right now because this is Tribble and not holodeck. But this is a pretty big step. It's still not being able to access your bank from your ready room. But it's just a little bit more utility to your ship interior, and it is a step in the right direction. So I got to give Cryptic props for that. So, let's see. Fleet button is grayed out. The PvEQ button has been moved back. And we have the Vault Shuttle event. You did not meet the restrictions. Vault Shuttle event can now be played at any time. Anytime. But it's just now, if you play at a certain time, there are rewards just like STFs or what, or yeah, just like special task forces or what have you. There's also Colony Invasion, which is a ground event, a ground combat map, which I'm hoping we'll try out. There's also No Win Scenario, which is a space-based event, which is based upon the Kobayashi Maru, which is, well, it's the No Win scenario that was shown at Starfleet Academy in Wrath of Khan and has been referenced since. So we'll do that one. But the big thing, let's go ahead and get the big thing out of the way. And I haven't heard back from Mveculous, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. So we're going to get the big thing out of the way, so we're going to go to the Nukara system. Now the thing about the Nukara system is that it requires the use of an environment suit, and in order to even go there, you need to either buy an environment suit from the dilithium store, which I don't like at all, or have gotten the environment suit and kept it. You did keep it, right? From Boldly They Rode. That's right. So any environment suit will do. However, physical damage, energy. So I have a few environment suits here. I think this one's bound to buy not equip. So they're buying and equip. So you can sell these in the exchange, and I'd expect to see a lot of them in there. So it won't be hard to get a hold of them. You know, you won't have to buy them from the D store. You'll be able to go on the exchange. Like, give it a week and the exchange will be full of them. So that's not that bad. And the ones on the exchange, in general, will probably be way better than what you'll find in the dilithium store. Let's face it. The ones in the dilithium store are just basic. They're basic recolors, essentially. So, but the thing is, they're still nowhere near as good as the as body armor, especially the elite body, not the elite, but the special task force body armor. I'd imagine they're worse than the elite as well, but they're not as good as the special task force body armor. So this is something that really grinds my gears, is the fact that I got to replace my really good body armor for a really shitty environment suit that looks shitty too. And I'll show you, and you'll see what I mean. You will see. So we'll need an environment suit. Now, it has been changed, and I'm going to equip my Breen... I'm going to compare and contrast the Breen gun with the Mako Phaser Battle Rifle, because I've heard the Breen Gun kills them faster, but I want to see it in action. So I'm going to switch my shields with my Mako personal shield so that I'll still get that 2-piece shield restoring bonus. And now you see the Breen Gun right here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to turn on the... Well, first of all, we're going to... It's going to glitch for a moment as it turns on. I think I've got the wrong suit equipped, too. See. No, this is the right one. It just doesn't look right. Oh, enable visuals. There we go. So there's some weirdness going on with the enabling of visuals and stuff. So this is what it looks like. And I have a yellow one too that looks a bit Dead Spacey. This looks almost like something you'd see in Fallout 3 almost. You know, it looks... It's just kind of junky looking, and I really don't like it at all, and you're going to see why. But yeah, this is actually, I like this one a little bit better than the default one, simply because this one has a kind of identity, and the default one is just gray. But I really don't like this model of EV suit at all, and I'm going to tell you guys, you're going to see why once we get to Nukara. So let's go ahead and leave the ship interior. Return to tactical view. We're going to head to the Nukara system, which is located in the Eta Eridani sector block, and it's the new focus of the Tholian ground missions. Now, the Tholian ground missions are actually a lot like the Deferi Borg invasion. So, if you're looking for like something that in a style of gameplay that you've never seen before, yeah, sorry about that. It's not going to be that way. But they are pretty cool. I do like the Tholians, so. And hey, the Tholians are a really cool enemy to include in STO anyways. Like, the Tholians have been really underrepresented unless you read expanded universe novels, where they have been gaining greater importance ever since the Star Trek Vanguard series. I believe the Tholians have risen to prominence in the Typhon Pact saga. So the Nukara system, and I flew this way just so you could see the just absolute massive ships that are just everywhere. They're just, God, man, look at all that. So this is probably going to chug because of all the ships that are gathered here. But it's right next to the Drazana system, so you really can't miss it. But the Tholians have risen to prominence in the Typhon Pact story arc of the expanded universe, and I believe the Typhon Pact story arc also is tied into Vanguard. If you read the books, if you've been reading the books a lot lately, because I've been missing out on them because living's been kind of lean lately. So if you're in the know about the connection, about whether or not there's a connection that I've heard that exists between Vanguard and the Typhon Pact, feel free to let me know in the comments. I think there is. I remember hearing something. I think this guy might be wearing the fleet material. He could be. In fact, I think he is. No, he's just got the shield. That's just like the Elite Mako shield, alright. So I should probably say that this is that with the exception of some energy credits and a lot less dilithium, this is pretty much exactly my holodeck build. So let's go ahead and enter the Nukara system, and I don't think there's a Nukara space map. I think you go right from the sector block to Nukara ground. Ooh, you hear that music? I'll turn it up once I can. Nukara Prime is a demon world. Surface temperatures can exceed 500 Kelvin. The atmosphere, if you can call it that, is saturated with sulfur and thermionic radiation, and the interspatial rifts will affect humanoid physiology in quite negative ways. You'll melt without an environmental suit, and that's if you don't choke on the sulfur fumes or die of radiation exposure first. Wear your environmental suit. If you don't, I'll have to send someone to pick up your corpse, and frankly, I don't need the work. So yeah, you cannot, and I have to emphasize this, you cannot survive here without an environment suit. So wear it, you dummy. So this is why I don't like having to wear these junky ass Jem'Hadar. That's what they are. They're Jem'Hadar environment suits. That's what they were in Boldly They Rode, and I don't like wearing them because look here, Starfleet environment suit. It's in the game, and it's close too. It's actually really close. Because I remember Picard hitting these controls when they were fighting the Borg on the outside of the Enterprise Z in First Contact. So if these are in the game... Oh, and Mveculous is down there. If these are in the game, why do I have to wear this? I am a Starfleet officer. Why can I not have a Starfleet issue environment suit? Cryptic! Come on! You know? If you put it in the dilithium store, I'd buy it. Starfleet issue environment suit. If you put it in the reward boxes, I would play this until I got one. A good one. Come on, Cryptic. I'm a Starfleet officer. I want the Starfleet EV suit. You know, putting it on the NPCs is just kind of a tease. Like, I don't want to wear this junky stuff. I want to represent the Federation. I want the gear that I would be using to do this. That's really all I have to say. It just kind of sucks that I can't have a Starfleet issue environment suit. That's just kind of something that I feel is an oversight. I love Nukara Prime. This is a really cool map, but come on, give me that EV suit. Like, if that EV suit had been a Tribble test reward, that would have been awesome, too. And Mveculous is having a little bit of trouble down there. He's a lieutenant commander. So, yeah, you cannot survive. So, for God's sakes, put on your EV suit and turn it on. Remember to turn it on. So, you're probably going to hear a little bit of audio glitches. That's because I've disabled digital signal processing. We'll see how that goes. So, I've got my Breen Freezy gun, and I've been told that the Tholians die like roaches to it. So, we're going to go down there. We're going to fight some Tholians. But first, we need to take a mission. So, let's go ahead and talk to this mission giver here. So, let's see. Industrial espionage. Let's see. Collect rewards from Tholians near forward Camp Alpha. So for each and every one you get Tholian equipment requisition, which can contain an EV suit or a weapon. It's always designed to survive against Tholians. So we're gonna take a few of these. Rescuing Redshirts. There are a couple that I tried, but I didn't complete. Mineral Matters. We'll take a look at that one. I don't think we'll complete that though. Let's see. Destroy Tholian scanning equipment. That's probably the one we're gonna focus on. In progress. Everything else I have already taken. Do I need an environment suit? Do I? Aaron. Alright, so let's go ahead and I'm gonna show you what happens when you're stupid enough to not wear an EV suit. You catch fire and die. So turn the fucking EV suit on, for fuck's sake. Now here's another reason why why all the NPCs having Starfleet issue gear grinds my gears so much, and that's because if I summon security escorts, well, one of them will immediately burn and die for some reason. No, not George. But the other two will beam down in environment suits. Cryptic, come on. Just give me one of those. I should have that by default. I am a Starfleet officer. I should have the Starfleet gear. So, there are two ways to get down there. One is to beam down, but nah. I'm going to blow up something that's already been blown up. There we go. So we're going to take a look at some Tholians, if I can run into anyone. There's one. Eek. A bunch of other people running around with them. God damn, look at all this. So the Tholians have some sort of energy attack. I'm not sure what it is. I'm not sure what energy type it is. Hang on, combat. Tholian ensigns, Tholian radiation beam. Okay, so Tholian radiation beam. Is that some kind of plasma damage type? Or is that a new type of damage? So, something that you're not seeing down here is that they have renamed Bridge Officer skill points to Expertise. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything terribly special about the Breen Freezy gun here. So we're going to switch, and there's a Ferengi lockbox, because you love those, and Cryptic knows it. So we're going to switch to the Mako Phaser Battle Rifle and see how that does. Oh, much better. So yeah, I'm not sure if the Breen Freezy gun is really that much better than everything else, but damn, the Mako Phaser Battle Rifle tears the crap out of them. So if you've got it, by all means, use it. Oh, there's Mveculous. Oh, hi! Oh, hi! See if I can get him to say hi to YouTube. Let's see. Say hi to YouTube. He's like, no pictures! No pictures! Okay, is that the new EV suit? It's a new type. It's a new type. There are variants. Alright, I'll join. I will join your quest. Uh-oh, and then the game will chug, and then we will be off. Okay, let's switch to team chat. So you see the Tholians, they're crystalline, they're spider-like. I haven't heard too many of them. They do have a unique sort of sound effect. Greed. Yeah, Greed, that Ferengi lockbox. The beam of lights are much bigger. So let's see. Disable this one. Take items. So that's kind of what you got going on here. And I'm going to try Destroy Tholian. I'm going to try and complete one of these. I'm going to try and complete one of these just so I can show you that box. I don't think I'm going to be going all the way through. I think I might team with somebody to take on the project leader, and then I think we're going to move on to some of the new content. But yeah, these are the Tholians. They're pretty easy, or at least the ensigns are. The ensigns and the lieutenants are easy. The ones you got to worry about are the trappers. Every enemy faction in this game has that one type of enemy that's specifically designed to annoy the crap out of you. And the trappers are it for the Tholians. My god, they are aggravating as all hell. So I'm going to go ahead and let them know. Let's see. And then I'm going to move on. Then move on to the other content so I can show as much as possible. It didn't send my... I would get on Skype with them, and then Skype would lag the fuck out of my, it would lag the living shit out of the game. I hate this, when it doesn't automatically send the message to your current team, it just like... Hang on. Quest, then do project leader, then move on to the other content to show as much as possible. And he wants to know that there are more Breen weapons. There actually are. Are you recording? Are you? Yep, I'm recording. I think you just put it together. It's like, are you wait, are you recording all of this? You bastard. He didn't say you bastard. He may have thought it, but he didn't say it. Thanks to that, Tholian just walked by while I destroyed his shit. So there's 4 more scanning devices to go through. And it's very Torish here, as you can tell. You know, it's very same kind of like MMO deal where you got a lot of players spawning, so you have tons of respawning enemies and tons of respawning objectives. It's that same sort of stuff. Let's say Zoe Carter. I just saw a Zoe Carter. There is a Zoe Carter in the game now. It's that same sort of deal, you know. Like every MMO ever, but it's a really cool environment. It's really nice to have a use for the EV suit. I would prefer to have a Starfleet EV suit, but it's yeah. Cryptic. Starfleet EV suit. You know. But it's nice to have a use for it. Now, I see Tholians down there. There was a bug where the Tholians would not respawn down there. That has clearly been fixed. But every area has a boss fight. Like, every area has a boss fight. Just like in the Nukara invasion, and the boss fight for here is no joke. My god. God damn it, it is no joke. This guy is vicious. He is not to be taken lightly. I spent a bunch of time trying to kill this guy the other day, and yeah, it never happened because... And he's another one of those super annoying boss fights that I hate, which is the thing. He's another one of those really fucking annoying bosses that can't fight you on their own. The only way they can make it interesting, the only way they can make it hard, instead of being creative with how the boss attacked you, was to basically make him spawn endless waves of shit tons of other shit for you to worry about. Shit tons of other lackeys. You know, just shit tons of, like, little enemies just annoy you constantly while you're trying to enjoy fighting a boss battle. I hate that shit. It's never fun. This guy's no exception. This guy is hard as balls. He has more HP than my fucking Galaxy class. I'm not even joking there. That's not an exaggeration. You'll see. Yeah, this is it. It's already... This part's already gone way too long. So we're going to go ahead... And I'm probably not going to beat the guy, but I am going to give you a nice look at the boss fight and what it entails. Because this guy, pretty spectacularly, and I need one more fucking piece of scanning equipment. Jesus. Come on, just one more. One more piece of scanning equipment, and then I can move on to the boss. It's already 30 minutes in. This is going to be a huge fucking episode already. Because it's already getting, like, boring-ish. We're already getting bogged down in this, so... I want to get this... I think I just heard one spawn behind me. Yeah, I did. And, my cursor is glitching again. That's fantastic. So, come on! Where is... Give me one! Jesus Christ! On a stick! Chipped. I just got an accolade. That is the... Okay, there's your first look. First look at the at the kill accolades for the Tholians. Chipped. There we go. This is the last one. Scientific sabotage complete. So, can you just turn it in? All the way up? No, you have to go to a console to turn it in. So, once you got this, and it always starts zoomed out for some reason. You gotta head back to the transporter platform that we didn't use earlier, which is past a bunch of Tholians. How the fuck do you get to this thing? Where is that transporter platform? You can do it from any platform, I believe, but... Where are you? What the fuck? What the hell is this thing? Where is it? Where's the transporter? Ah. No, that's not it. Where is it? Where's the damn transporter at? And we're getting some chugging here. That's the environment. So, yeah, those Tholian science reports. Where is the damn transporter pad? Where I can turn this fucker in. Through here? It's through here. Good. You have to go up here and turn them in. And you're rewarded with the Tholian equipment requisition, which is, again, a box with a random item in it. Do you mind? That random item can be opened. And what have we gotten from this? Let's see. Sonic Anti-Proton Stun Pistol. I'm guessing Sonic is the is something that does particular damage to the Tholians, considering they have a crystalline structure. Yes. So now we're gonna do Project Leader. So. I'm off to I'm off to fight the Project Leader. Okay, I'm off to fight the Project Leader. Oh wait, why the hell am I using that? I'm gonna take that anyways, just cause. Forward Camp Charlie. And I was underground. And we have like Sector 31 and Tribble. I was part of them a while ago. And they are for I will accept that so I can take a look at their starbase. And they have a full party. So let's see. I'm gonna have to tell them that looks like so yeah. Let's see. Mveculous, alright. Cool. So okay. We need 3 more. So let's go ahead and TTF for this. So let's see. Zone. LFM. LF3. Looking for 3 members. Project leader. Looking for 3 members, project leader for video. I was previously part of the Tribble test fleet, but then I started looking around for a fleet that maybe had made some progress on their starbase. You know what? Mveculous will just go in because it's going on 40 minutes. Okay. Want to show him. We probably won't win anyways. Okay, Mveculous, we're just going in. I want to show him. See. All right, let's go. So we're just gonna fight this guy because I've actually fought him. I actually lasted a while alone. I actually lasted a while against this guy alone. I didn't take him down though. So let's see. So I'm gonna give him a little bit of a primer. Avoid the acid. Okay. For Tholian. Look out for Tholian trappers. Tholian acid. Look out for Tholian trappers. Destroy the rifts. He'll destroy the rifts. They'll spawn. All right. So I'm going to show you the acid really quick. It hurts a lot. So yeah, that acid, all this stuff is lethal. So stay out of it, which makes this pretty bad considering that it's fucking everywhere. So here's the Tholian project leader. He is a badass. So Mveculous is going to go ahead and Leroy Jenkins' his ass, and the Tholian project leader loves to use his own little web thingy to drag you into the acid. So you're going to have to watch out for that too. He always seems to do it to me. I don't know why. It's just me. You want to kill these things? Yeah. So that's a Tholian. That's the boss. I think Mveculous just summed it up. Jesus! I think you hit it on the nose. You hit it on the nose. That's the boss. Drink my coffee. Where the hell are we at? Okay. Now, it used to respawn you on a completely different map inside of the mountain, and it was pretty confusing, to say the least. I'm glad they fixed that. But yeah, there he is. We're going to try one more time. Let's see. We're going to try one more time. See if we can get him to show some more stuff. Fed side looking for group. Yeah. Maybe at range. Okay, let's go ahead and enter the area. And we will fight this guy again and die gloriously again. Oh! Oh! We're all together! Oh, we're all together! We're all one big family now. That's cool! So there is a cool little thing you can do to sort of customize the way your EV suit looks. And that's, you can enable the visuals on your kit, and you can disable the visuals on your EV suit. And you'll still have an EV suit, but now you'll have an EV suit with your kit graphics over it. And that's a nice little way that you can customize it. I don't know if that's intentional. Probably isn't. But hey, anything you can do to sort of show your identity through that EV suit, especially considering the EV suit is looks like a piece of junk. And it is! It's a piece of Jem'Hadar junk! So, yeah. So, now that we've got reinforcements, I got a shot. He's gonna drag me again. Kill that thing, kill that thing, kill that thing, or get the fuck away from it. Whew. Whew. Those things hurt. Now, it used to be the acid would hurt them. It no longer does that. So, this guy's gonna run away now. Like all poorly made flunky bosses do. And he's gonna release a bunch of interspatial rifts. They're gonna release a bunch of Tholians. Tholian lieutenants, to be exact. Who are easy as pie. They are not hard at all. This will not... Of course, I am recording, so of course I'm making a shit show of myself all of a sudden. But these guys aren't too hard at all. So you gotta take out these portals. Take them out or you will be overwhelmed. So I am currently employing the Star Trek Voyager method of closing portals, which is to shoot them. Well, Star Trek Voyager, more like the Catherine Janeway method of closing interspatial rifts. So I'm gonna get away from this guy because I know he's gonna try and web me. I'm gonna sniper shot him. Sniper shot. So his shield, he doesn't have much, but he has 55,500 something health. Yeah, he's got more health than my Galaxy class. That's amazing. So now he's going to unleash yet more interspatial rifts, and these rifts have trappers in them. You want to kill these things. You want to kill these things as fast as you can, because once those trappers get a hold of you, you are done. You are dead. See that Tholian trapper right there? He's got he's got me. Shit! Nothing will break these webs. It doesn't matter how much damage you're doing. Oh my god. Of course, the one time I say there's no way to break these fucking webs is the one time someone actually breaks me out of one. And this guy has actually webbed me, and now he is pushing me with it instead of pulling me. Oh, come on! This is horse shit. Let me go. You're mean. Let me go. So yeah, this is what the trappers do, is they grab you and then they just drag you into the lava is what it basically is. Lava. It's the acid pools. And there you will die a slow, horrifying fucking death. Because yeah, you can't escape. You can't escape the fucking thing. Oh my god. Alright. I'm in acid again. Shit. Shit. I wasn't in acid a second ago. Fuck me. Alright. We're good. This is the closest I've ever gotten to actually killing this fucker. Come on. Come on. Take it. Have it! Oh, am I gonna get it off before he kills me? No, I'm not. Fucking Tholian Lieutenant. Yeah, this is over. So yeah, you gotta take out those rifts because he'll just keep spawning guys from him. And don't be like me. Pretty much. There we go. And there's that trapper. They'll drag you into the acid, and that's all she wrote. So yeah, I wanted to give you a good look at that boss. I knew I wasn't going to beat him, but there you go. Okay, so now that I have access to a fleet, I believe I should have access to the various. Okay, so there's stuff like Starbase Blockade, Fleet Alert, Starbase Incursion that you can queue for, but you can't see them unless you're in a fleet. So unless you're in a fleet, you're not going to have access to these three, which kind of sucks. But Fleet Defense as well. There you go. I believe Fleet Defense is the big Starbase. Is the big Starbase defense mission, because it's got like a minimum of 15 people. So yeah, one would think. Once you're in a fleet, though, you don't have to just queue with your fleet for those people. Anybody can queue for them. Anybody who's in a fleet, and anyone can participate. So there you go. There's some fun new PvE content that we're going to be showing off. Yeah, but I'm already. See, 50 minutes in, so I'm going to move on to the space stuff now. Okay, I'm already 50 minutes in, so I'm going to move on to the space stuff now. I knew this was going to be a big session. I knew it was going to be huge. So let's see, what do I got? I got a DOF assignment that's been annoying me. Confiscate contraband. Success! Success. There we go. Alright. Okay, first we're going to visit the Starbase. So let's go ahead and beam up. Mveculous is going to accompany us. So I'm going to beam back up to the ship first. I'm going to re-equip my stuff because I hate the environment suits. I hate them. I want a Starfleet environment suit. I'm gonna. Or hey, if you got the Mako Elite, stuff, you know, I'm just saying, why not use that? Because that's got a helmet. That's designed to protect you. You know, why not use that? Disable those visuals. Let's put my Mako armor back on. Let's put the decent shielding back on. Because the Mako shields really kind of suck. And let's strap that phaser back to my side again. Because I think I'm just going to have like one slot that's kind of like a vanity slot almost. Like a vanity costume slot. You know, just something where I can have a little item like a phaser so that I can have strapped to my waist. You know, just to have it there, I think is what I might do. Whenever I'm just flying around doing like space dailies or interacting with people, what have you. It gives you a little bit more room to RP, and a little bit more ability to RP is always good. Now it's gonna ask me to hail the Shamara, but I've already done my dailies, so I'm not gonna do that because I'm sure as hell not gonna do them on Tribble. I already grind them enough on holodeck, Jesus. Coffee mug. So we're going to go ahead and enter the Starbase system, where we will take a look at their Starbase. And you may have caught it, probably didn't. It was really brief, but Mveculous is flying around in the Armitage, and there is your Tier 1 complete Starbase, which we will take a look at. I think Mveculous may have ended up in another instance. Oh, there he is! He's got the Armitage with the Akira saucer, because he seems to, he's really fallen in love with that combination. And here we are with your completed Tier 1 Starbase. This is one of the reasons why I didn't do a Fleet Ops last week. It's like, no, nah. This is one of the reasons why I didn't do a Fleet Ops last week, is because I wanted to show off a completed Tier 1, and I couldn't find anyone, I couldn't find a fleet that had a completed Tier 1, or at least not one that would invite me, because, you know, they know me. I'm notorious, I'm known now. So, yeah, here's the completed fleet Starbase. Looks really cool. Looks cooler than the Death Star thing. And they have also completed a fleet shipyard, which I will show you now. This is a fleet that I was in a little bit, a triple testing fleet, not our main fleet. That I was in last week while I was looking around. So I knew that they had completed this, but they still had completed their Tier 1. And they still haven't completed their transwarp base. What do you got over here? What is this? We're going on 54 minutes now. I think this might just be, I'm not sure what that is. I guess we'll find out. But here we go with the communications array, which is one of the outlying stations that is the science focus. And it looks like they've completed theirs as well as their first shipyard and their Tier 1. And over here, which looks fairly either completed or on its way to be completed, is the communications array, which is the engineering focused outpost. And this actually from a distance, this looks fairly complete. May not be from up close. No, it is. It looks, yeah, that looks a bit, that looks like it's done. Or at least the Tier 1 version is done. This gets much bigger. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again, I love the Star Trek Armada-ness of having your own starbase with like a bunch of little outposts surrounding it. You know, it feels like a base in Star Trek Armada. If you've ever played that game, it really feels like that. And if you haven't played Star Trek Armada, why the fuck not? Go do it. Buy it off Amazon. It's got to be dirt cheap now. It might even be on good old games. Go ahead and give it a try. See if it's on there. Because Star Trek Armada, fantastic RTS. So they're still building their Tier 1 transwarp gate. And once they've built that, anybody in the fleet will immediately have the power to transwarp to their starbase. And in fact, if you hit your transwarp button, it's right there. No! It's right there. He's like, get in the station! It's right there. Grayed out. Unless you're in a fleet, or unless you have that Tier 1 starbase, not starbase, transwarp gate constructed. It's right frickin' there. Now, we're going to go ahead and dock at Mveculous' instance, because he seems very insistent that we should go in, so... Let's take a look on the interior. God, this is going to be a long video. We're already an hour in. We're already an hour in into this recording. Jesus. I may take a 10-minute break, you know, collect myself, do the things that I got to do, and then come back and start showing you the new space stuff, like the fleet, the Starbase blockade, and what have you. So we're gonna look around, and Mveculous is waiting for me on the transporter pad, but we're going to look around. You got a bunch of... It looks pretty close to what I was showing you before. You've got... Except now this is no longer open to space. This is just one big ceiling now. Now if you go down here, and this is something that got my goat while I was looking around, and that person, the tailor, isn't there anymore. Or is this the tailor now? Or that was the ship changer, wasn't it? It was the ship changer? Talk to Taylor. Tailor functionality... And they're all wearing Jupiter uniforms, I believe. Yeah, they're all wearing Jupiter variants. So here's where you get your operational assets. He won't talk to us. This just looks goofy the way it's super glued to you. So here's your fleet ground supplies store. And this is where you buy all your stuff. Now here's something that got my goat. I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure what this means. But whenever you look at one of these, there is a energy credit requirement, and there's a refined dilithium requirement. Or not an energy credit, a fleet credit requirement. So what I'm wondering is that you require both, or is that either or once there's a supply of this? Because it says 0 items remaining. So while you can see them, none of these are actually in stock at the moment. You have to complete special projects to stock them. So you got fleet credits and refined dilithium. Now I'm unsure if that is either or. Like, you can either use fleet credits or you can use refined dilithium if you don't have that much, you know. And if it is either or, that's a nice way of making sure that even people who are new to a fleet but might have a lot of dilithium can still get the fleet stuff. You know, can still buy some stuff from the store so they can do the fleet actions and ground stuff with their fleet, so they can help them out, so they can help continue to build their starbase. There is a danger that somebody with a shitload of dilithium will come in and buy up everything, but there's that danger with 100 other things with the fleet system anyways. What I'm afraid of, and what I hope is not the case, is that it requires both all of those fleet credits and the dilithium to buy something. Like, it requires both of these. And if that is the case, then that is bullshit. And that's the other reason why I didn't do one a couple of weeks ago, is because I kind of went off. I kind of went off on this huge rant. So I'm just going to leave this here, is that with the time and resources, and yes, money, and an opportunity cost involved in building a starbase and doing the projects to gain these items in your fleet store, having to spend additional dilithium just to buy them, as opposed to the fleet credit that we were told was going to be the currency with which you would use to buy them, the fleet credit that you earn by contributing to your starbase. If even with the fleet credit you require refined dilithium, that is bullshit. And that's all I'm going to say. Most of these are anti-proton weapons, well, see, phaser blast rifle, okay. So there are some phaser stuff. What does the pulse wave look like? I don't know, that pulse wave doesn't look like that. Does it? I don't know. I'd like to find out, but it doesn't. You also got pistols, rifles, and I hope the advanced pistol looks like the standard one. It better. I so hope it does. You know, advanced phaser wide beam pistol. You know, just give me an advanced phaser pistol. Please! Advanced phaser pistol that looks like the good one. So, you have rifles, armor, and now you're probably noticing is that all of these have different colors now. Like there's a new color, and that's because there is a new quality of item here, and it's called ultraviolet. It's literally, it says ultra rare body armor. So this is a new level of equipment. This is the end game level stuff. So fleet energy harness armor, I'd probably go for like physical augmentation armor. But yeah, this is like the super end game stuff. And you got shields, so let's see. Advanced Fleet Personal Shield, Cap X3. These have 4. These have 4 levels of quality now. Well, not 4, but they have 4 modifiers on them. 4 bonuses as opposed to 3 that you get with very rare. Most of these seem to have like Cap X3. Let's rev. Chance to damage the attacker when you take damage. The stronger the attack, the more powerful the retaliation. Res A reduces a bunch of stuff. Res B reduces a bunch of other stuff. Regenerates shields. Let's see. Knockback. 10% energy damage buff. I'd probably go with regenerate shields. Yeah, I'd probably go with regenerate shields with a Cap X3. So, yeah. And just to compare and contrast, my current... I hate that. My current shields... Let's see, Cap X3. So, well, actually, I still have stronger shields than the fleet stuff. So, I don't know how I feel about that. From the personal covariant shield, and I think you get that from preemptive strike, I still have higher shield capacity, but you can get like something with like higher regeneration, which is something I might be interested in. It's like a shield that has higher regeneration rate. Actually, no. +2 regeneration every 1 second. I don't know. Actually, I don't know about that. So let's see. I've heard like a res all, receiving all damage. Let's see. Res all damage resistance. Okay. So I have heard that there was like an armor that like gave you like nanite health monitor or something. That may be a new equipment set that they are working on though. So yeah, that's the new store. Apart from that, not much has changed. There's a new daily that I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna show you guys a new daily, and that is literally like somebody left a pad somewhere. Or you know what? I won't do that. But there are a bunch of little pads that are scattered throughout the area, where because it's kind of boring actually. It doesn't even give you that many fleet marks. But there's a bunch of pads scattered about that apparently somebody has misplaced. One of them belongs to some officer, and you have to find them, and then you'll get like 5 fleet marks. It really, yeah, it's really not that great. So we're gonna go ahead and queue up for some space stuff, and I'm gonna inform Mveculous. Let's see.